Well, hello. Good morning. Such a beautiful day today here in San Diego, California. Today we're going to make a traditional Moroccan pastry that we usually make in the holy month of Ramadan. It's called Chebakia. So it's pretty much almond, sesame, flour, and some spices, and you dip it in a little bit of sesame on top of it, and it's really delicious. So for that we're gonna need 1 kilogram of all-purpose flour. We're gonna need 250 grams of almond. We're going to need 250 grams of sesame seed. We're gonna need about like a teaspoon of Arabic gum. You're gonna need a teaspoon of salt, about 20 grams of anise powder, about like 1 tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, about 120 grams of butter, melted butter, 120 grams of oil, but 400 grams of water. So we have the flour here. What we're gonna add the almond powder. We roast this, and then we pass it through the food processor, and we put it through a sieve. That way we get this powder almond. And we do the same thing with the sesame seeds. We roast them, and then we pass them through the food processor. So we got these 3 things here. Then we're gonna mix everything together. All right, we'll mix in all the flour with the sesame and the almonds. Mixy. We live next to Mexico. It's a beautiful day here in San Diego. I moved here about like a year ago, and let me tell you, it was the best decision I've ever made. It's such a beautiful city, so nice all year long. I mean, we get a little bit of winter, you know, it rains here in the winter, and it gets a little cold at night. I don't know why. Some people say that California doesn't have seasons. We actually do. We get fall, we get winter, it gets cold, and beautiful spring. As you see, everything around me is green, and it's like 75 degrees today, so it's really a gorgeous day. So we mixed everything together. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna add our Arabic gum, salt, anise powder, cinnamon, baking powder, and mix everything together again. I do like this because sometimes there's some lumps, so I try to break them down. That way we get like really smooth powder mixture of all these things. So just like once we get all these things together. So we got everything together. Now I'm gonna just bring everything aside and make a little kind of a space here so I can add my liquid. I'm gonna add oil, melted butter, and here I have orange blossom water with saffron. So it's really it adds a lot of flavor and color, and it's just an amazing mix. So we mix everything together. Mixy. Oh my, the smell is delicious already. The orange blossom water and the anise, the sesame. It's so rich, so delicious. Like, sometimes I ask myself the question, like, people that actually created these pastries and stuff, like, how were they inspired? Because, you know, a long time ago there was like no cooking shows, or some people didn't have access to, you know, cooking books and all that, and they came up with amazing dishes and amazing things, and it's just like, that is the pure cooking love, you know. They're almost, I'd say, they're almost scientists, or, you know, like some chemistry and just like getting everything together. It's amazing. Coming up with recipes like this, it's mind-blowing when you think about it. So we mix everything together, we add the water. We want to have smooth dough. So you keep on going like this for a little bit until you get really a good, all nice textured dough. Our dough is almost ready. So after it's done, I'm going to cut it into small portions and then cover it and let it sit for about 20 minutes, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to do the rest. Alright? Cool. So after we let it sit covered for about 20 minutes, bring it out. Then we're gonna stretch the dough, flatten the dough. You don't want it too thick, you don't want it too thin. If you have a pizza make, a pasta maker, put it on number 3. That is perfect. That's perfect for Chebakia. Because if you make it too thin, then because there is the shape of Chebakia is so unique. Again, which it's fascinating how our ancestors, came up with these techniques and recipes to make Chebakia. It's really, really critical. The shape, the size. So we do 7 centimeters approximately, and then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cut. This one is gonna be a little small, so I'm gonna do it from the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cut. I'm gonna take this for later. So for the shape, this is the trick. You take the first one, put it on top of this finger. Second one between these two. Third one on top. Fourth one between these two. Fifth one on top, and the sixth under. Then you push the inside, and voila, you have Chebakia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Open, push in inside out. And voila. So we take our Chebakia and we deep fry it at 360 degrees. Fry until it gets brown color, and then you dip it in honey. I got some here that I dipped. So when you dip in honey, you leave it in, look at this. See how it is? So you leave it there for about 2 minutes, no more than that. Because if you leave it more than 2 minutes, then it'll soak a lot of honey and it then becomes soggy. So take it out of the honey, put it over here. Do that to a few of them. All what I got here. Another one. Another one here. Then after that, put some sesame seeds on top. So this is the roasted sesame seed that I have.